watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Time now 6:47, kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news.
We have you covered with everything you need to know this morning. Andrew?
Cheryl and Aisha, we are starting off this morning with cold conditions. Temperatures down into the 30s for many of us, but this isn't even the coldest morning we'll have all week. We'll have an update coming up.
And a lot of lights flashing with our stall 75 northbound right near Delk Road. Nobody seems to be worried about it, but I got a couple of places you should be worried.
We're kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with some pain at the pumps. You may have noticed in the last few days, gas prices have jumped about 30 cents a gallon.
11 Alive's Jerry Carnes is helping you save more money with some ways to stretch that gas longer, Jerry.
That's right. Good morning. It's getting harder to find gasoline for less than $3 a gallon, but you can do it here on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard in Norcross. We found two stations side by side selling regular unleaded for $2.99.9. The U.S. Department of Energy offers this advice to get the most out of a tank of gasoline. Travel light. Extraneous weight can reduce your car's fuel efficiency. Make sure your tires are fully inflated. If they're not, it can cause drag that will burn more fuel. And avoid idling. AAA says if you're stopped for more than a minute, kill your engine. Also, avoid fast starts and hard stops. Aggressive driving can reduce your miles per gallon by as much as 40%, according to the Department of Energy. Back to you.
Jerry, thank you. Continuing your 11 minutes of nonstop news with several things happening today. A little more than 10 minutes from now, voters will head back to the polls for runoff races happening around the metro. Here are some of the key races we're keeping a watch on. Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education's open seat, Brookhaven's mayor, and a District 5 City Council seat in the city of South Fulton. Polls open at 7 a.m.
And today is day 2 of jury selection with the second murder trial for former Atlanta attorney Tex McIver. He was found guilty of shooting his wife Diane in 2018. There is now a new trial because the Georgia Supreme Court overturned the first conviction. On day 1 of the new trial, prosecutors offered McIver a deal, but it was quickly turned down.
All right, Cheryl, thank you. New this morning for you, we are talking about one team, one goal in Cobb County. The school district is hosting 2 job fairs for support staff. One happening today at North Star Church from 9 a.m. until noon. These events will put candidates face-to-face with hiring supervisors looking to hire bus drivers, food nutrition workers, school nurses, and custodians. The Cobb Schools team is also looking for campus police officers. The second job fair will be this Thursday at Riverside Epicenter. And that was a look at your top headline.
All right, Andrew, pretty cold start to our Tuesday morning here.
Yeah, temperatures out there sitting in the 30s and 40s, Cheryl and Aisha. We are 36 minutes away from sunrise. You already start to see a little bit of light starting to break into the sky. A beautiful shot of Midtown there. It is 42 in Atlanta. It feels like 38, though. We do have a little bit of a wind chill factor out there for today. Northwest wind is going to pick up at about 10 to 15 miles per hour this afternoon. So we'll keep it feeling a little bit cooler, but at least those temperatures will rebound into the 50s with a lot of sunshine expected. It is a little bit cooler in some other spots. We have 27 in Blairsville and in Clayton, 33 in Rome, 33 in Carrollton. Those temperatures, again, all going to warm up nicely later on today. Now out there, we have a lot of sunshine in the southeast, but looking off towards the north, you look up towards Chicago, a little bit of shower activity and a little bit of snow for them. Thankfully, we don't get any of that. We stay dry for today. Those temperatures rebounding back into the 50s, wind staying out of the northwest there. And then as we head into tonight, into tomorrow morning, maybe a few flurries there into far north Georgia, mainly up towards the North Carolina and Tennessee border there. We're not going to see a single flake here in Atlanta, unfortunately, and not expecting any accumulation for anyone. Just something nice to look at. We move into the afternoon on Wednesday. Temperatures are only going to rebound into the 40s and 50s, and then something really impactful for your weather on Thursday. It is going to start off cold. Everyone's going to pretty much be right around that freezing mark there to start off the day Thursday, and we're going to warm back up into the 50s for the afternoon. We're going to go on a warming trend actually all the way through Saturday, and then on Saturday we're going to have a front approach the region. It's going to bring some shower activity. That shower activity then going to carry on into Sunday morning, so it's going to be kind of an overnight deal, really kind of late in the day on Saturday. It's looking like the rain moves in, hanging out up until the early hours of the afternoon on Sunday, and then we are going to get cooler and drier again by the time we head into early next week. You see that we're going to be well above average of 58 here as we head throughout Friday and Saturday, but back down below average once we head into Sunday. So we got 2 rain chances in the 7-day forecast. Again, we're really needing rainfall. We just wish we could get it on a another day than the weekend, right? Saturday and Sunday both bringing that chance for some shower activity. It won't be a complete washout. Just know that that's going to be where our best shots for rain are going to be. So out of the next 7 days, we only have 2 rain chances in there. How much rain are we going to get from those 2 rain chances? It's looking like anywhere from a half of an inch to maybe 1.5 inches of rainfall, with the highest total in northeast Georgia. Crash?
Got to fill the rain bucket. We get it, but we just don't always want it on the weekend. Maybe we'll stay in and watch football. Hey, not a whole lot happening in the world of traffic. We'll take that. You deserve it. There's that stalled car 75 northbound at Delk Road, but as you can tell, nobody really worried about that. You might want to be a little bit worried out here. I did find the wreck. It's off to the right, I-20 westbound around Evans Mills, kind of pushing you back out of Lithonia. Remember, you always have Covington Highway as an alternate. And, of course, I-85, part of the Big Three, starting to fill up southbound from 316 in spots down towards Beaver Ruin. In fact, holy smoky potatoes, there it is, a full house out of Gwinnett County along I-85. But hey, at least you get a beautiful sunrise. Aisha?
Crash, thank you. 6:53 now. An attempted heist at a Dunwoody jewelry store stopped in its tracks, all thanks to a carefully executed plan by the store owner, FBI, and local police. Here's what the owner, James Crussell, told us happened. The FBI heard a group of suspects had been casing jewelry stores for weeks and then learned they planned to hit jewelry artisans outside Perimeter Mall. Police and the FBI warned Crussell, who came up with a plan of his own. On the day of the planned heist, Crussell had all employees stay home and open the store on his own. Then,
a little bit after 10, just heard 2 loud booms, and looked outside, and across the street there was some smoke.
I mean, that was risky. Multiple agencies, along with SWAT, took down 4 suspects that were headed straight for the store. Now, Crussell believes the suspects are tied to a much larger operation, and his store wasn't the only one cased in Atlanta.
Pretty amazing. All right, taking a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport this morning, where changes are coming. Atlanta City Council has approved an ordinance that aims to help homeless who seek shelter at the airport during winter months. The resolution allocates up to $500,000 for an emergency contract with service providers who offer support to homeless. It also asks the airport to expand restricted areas where you can only enter if you have a ticket or you're helping someone who does. The goal is to keep travelers safe while helping those who are unhoused.
This morning, we're learning new details about Georgia Tech's major expansion plans on the west side of Atlanta. According to our partners at the Atlanta Business Chronicle, the project will be called Art Square and could span 2.5 million square feet near the school's Midtown campus. Plans for housing, offices, a hotel, retail space, and academic facilities. It would also bring entertainment venues, sound stages, and production studios to the site. Georgia Tech says they want it to be a hub for arts programs. There is no shortage of Christmas spirit at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Today is the 2nd annual Christmas Tree Farm at Children's Eggleston Hospital. Patients there are going to get to pick out their own tree and decorations to help make their rooms more festive. Freddie the Falcon and some of the Falcons cheerleaders will also be there.
And you can feel the holiday spirit this morning in Cobb County thanks to the Heroes and Helpers grant from Target and private donations. 25 kids from the Police Athletic League got to go shopping for Christmas gifts with a $200 gift card. We stopped by the Target on Cobb Parkway in Smyrna on Monday to see the magic happen. The Marietta Police Department and the Marietta Fire Department helped kids shop for their own gifts and some special things for their families. The executive director of the Marietta Police Athletic League says the community helped make it happen.
The $2,500 that the police chief donated to us came from the community. So this really is a result of the community coming together, giving and supporting our kids here in our community.
An awesome tradition now in the 14th year, hosted by Target. They've awarded more than $5 million in grants.
Ahead on today, how artificial intelligence could help you find the perfect gifts this holiday season. Here's Vicki Nguyen with the preview.
Hey, good morning, guys. Today, it's me against the machine. We're putting AI to the test as Santa's little helper. We ask it for the hottest gifts this year and the best times to buy. What it's actually learned from what you're talking about on social media and when stores tend to drop their prices. That is all ahead on Today.
And for today, yeah, we're starting off cool with those temperatures in the 30s and 40s. We warm to the 50s, though, right around average for this time of year. Notice a 10 on the whizometer and 8 for Wednesday, as we are going to have some cooler conditions, only hitting 50 for the high. And then you see as we head into the weekend, unfortunately, the rain chances return. We are going to not have a complete washout, just mainly for the afternoon Saturday, mainly for the morning on Sunday, before we get drier and cooler again as we head into next Monday with those lows back in the 30s and highs in the 50s. Crash?
All right, Andrew, definitely picking up the pace with the rush hour. We can see that across that top end perimeter 285. Those westbounders coming at you from I-85 heading into the construction at Georgia 400. The good news, no major wrecks. The even better news, look at that sunrise.
Gorgeous. Tonight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets are in Athens taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. If you want to go to tonight's game, you can get in for free. All you have to do is bring a toy to donate. Tip-off is set for 7:30. I think that's a fair exchange, no robbery.
Yeah, maybe a little revenge for Georgia Tech, too, in basketball since they lost in football.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty good in basketball.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
All right, well, that should be a fun event.
Fill up Santa's bag.
Yeah. We told you earlier, people are giving less this year.
All right, let's turn that around. Ooh, go out and enjoy that sunrise, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.